today is Easter Sunday, and it's not going to be the same as any other Easter that we've had in the past. And we're going to be talking about what Easter is really about. It's not about
chocolate and candies,
Easter egg hunt,
or the Easter Bunny.
You can read about it in any of the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. And we're going to be finding out what Easter's really about. And even though Easter isn't really about candy and Easter egg hunts and the Easter Bunny, we can still celebrate that, but we have to remember what Easter is really about. Find out about it in today's show.
Jesus and his friends went to a garden. Jesus was very sad. He prayed to God, "My Father, if it is possible, let me save your people another way. But if this is your plan, I will do it." While Jesus prayed, his friends fell asleep. "Get up," Jesus said. "It is time." Then Judas, one of Jesus' disciples, came with a large crowd. Judas betrayed Jesus by kissing Jesus to show the crowd which person was Jesus. The men in the crowd arrested Jesus. Jesus was taken to the high priest. "Are you really the Messiah, the Son of God?" the high priest asked. "Yes," Jesus said. "He has spoken against God. He deserves to die," the men said. They did not believe that Jesus was actually God's son. In the morning, the men took Jesus to see Pilate, the governor. "Are you the king of the Jews?" Pilate asked. "Yes," Jesus replied. "What should I do with Jesus?" Pilate asked. "Kill him on a cross," people replied. "Crucify him." Pilate's soldiers made a crown of thorns to put on Jesus' head. They put a purple robe around him and pretended to bow down to him. They led Jesus away. Jesus was nailed to a cross. They put a sign above his head that said, "Jesus, King of the Jews." 2 criminals were put on the crosses beside Jesus. Darkness covered the land. Storm clouds and lightning did too. Jesus cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Jesus died. Jesus was buried in a tomb. A large stone was rolled in front of the tomb, and Pilate's soldiers guarded the tomb so that no one would steal Jesus' body. On the 3rd day, 2 of Jesus' friends, both named Mary, went to the tomb. They were very sad. Suddenly there was a big earthquake as an angel came down from heaven. As the angel rolled away the stone, he sat on it, and the guards fainted. The angel spoke to the women. "Do not be afraid. Jesus is not here. He has risen from the dead, just as he told you he would." The women were happy. Jesus was alive. They left the tomb to tell Jesus' friends the good news. Just then, Jesus greeted them. The women worshipped him. Jesus said, "Do not be afraid. Tell my friends to go to Galilee. There I will meet them."
So, who remembers what today's story was about? Yes, Makaira?
It was about when Jesus died on the cross and rose again.
Very good. So today's big picture question is, who saves us from sin? Yes, Savannah. What do you think it is? Good. Jesus saves us from sin when he died on the cross for us. And that's what Easter is about. So, this is our memory verse for today. Everybody, repeat after me. If you confess with your mouth, that Jesus is Lord, and believe in your heart, that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Romans 10:9. Okay. What do you think that verse means?
God's with you.
It's a good answer. Yes.
That if you confess that Jesus is your Lord and
Savior.
you believe that Jesus Jesus raised from the dead, then you can be a Christian. And if you accept Jesus into your life.
Very good. So, we made this chart for you so you can see the ABCs of becoming a Christian. Repeat after me. A.
A.
Admit you are a sinner.
Admit you are a sinner.
B.
B.
Believe that Jesus died and rose again.
You believe that Jesus died and rose again.
C.
C.
Confess that Jesus is Lord.
Confess that Jesus is Lord.
Very good. You can do this with any of your leaders or your mom or your dad or anybody who you think would be good doing this.
Even
with
your
you.
neighbors.
Your neighbors too.
Even your pen pals.
And on Facebook. I got one more thing for you. Facebook. Okay. So, this is how you can remember the Gospels. We put this on cards so you can remember it. You repeat after me. The Gospels.
The Gospels.
God became a man in Jesus.
God became a man in Jesus.
And he lived the life we should have lived.
He lived the life we should have lived.
He died the death we should have died.
He died the death we should have died.
He rose on the third day.
He rose on the third day.
And he offers salvation.
He offers salvation
And forgiveness of sin
and forgiveness of sin
to all who believe in him.
to all who believe in him.
Thanks for watching! Happy Easter! Thanks for watching! Happy Easter! Thanks for the ride!
Action.
Did you start it?
Yep.
I didn't see it push it, so.
Okay.
I fell off my board.
Not
I'm Kyra!
okay. Action.
Hi everyone. Today is Easter Sunday, and
When she says die, I'm gonna go.
You can say
Happy Easter!
no,
No,
John.
it's not the end. Oh.
You're supposed to let mom talk first.
The Easter Bunny!
Yes, all those things aren't really the true meaning of Christmas.
Oh wow.
Straight faces.
Smile.
This place and build the atmosphere.
Shoot a video of this!
Glory, God is what our hearts long for. To be overcome by your presence, Lord.
We're going to be talking about the most important Bible story in the whole Bible. It is very important because if this didn't happen, then we'll have no hope and no one would go to heaven.
Thanks for watching! Thanks for watching! And Happy Easter!
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter! Bye!